It has to do with their rules or their belief structures. Does this make sense? So tell me something. You can meet the need for certainty so many ways, right? So here's the question. You can go ahead. Here's the question. What if you were certain every moment of your life what was going to happen before it happened? What if you knew what people are going to say before they're going to say it? What if you could feel what they're going to feel? What if you knew every moment before it happened what people are going to say and do? In the beginning, that would feel really exciting. But after a while, if you know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, tell me what you're going to feel after a while. What are you going to start to feel? Tell me. What? Bored out of your mind. That's why God, in her infinite wisdom, gave us a second human need. And that second human need is uncertainty. We have a need for uncertainty. We have a need for surprise. We have a need for variety. In fact, what's the phrase? Variety is the what of life? Spice of life. Now, how many of you in this room, raise your hand, how many of you in this room love surprises? Raise your hand if you love them. Say aye. Both. You love the surprises you want. The surprises you don't want, you don't want. You call them problems, don't you? So don't tell me you like surprises. You like the surprises you want. Here's my point. Can you meet more than one need with the same action or emotion or belief system? Yes or no? Write this down. Anytime your mind perceives that doing something, believing something, or feeling something meets at least three of your needs. So anytime your mind perceives that doing something, feeling something, or believing something meets at least three of your needs, then you will become addicted to that thought, that feeling, that emotion, or that action. You can be positively addicted or negatively addicted, but you're going to be addicted. Anytime your brain perceives that something you believe, do, or feel meets three of your needs, you'll get addicted to it. Now, I'm going to show you why this is important. Let's look at two needs for a second. Is it possible to meet your need for certainty and uncertainty simultaneously?
Let's go, let's go. Good morning, family. Rise and shine. Another beautiful, blessed, and grateful day. Super excited, fired up for the month of November. This is a month that I believe is going to be a November to remember. A lot of greatness flowing to and through each and every single one of us. So we've got a great topic getting into today, and I kind of prefaced it a little bit right there with Tony Robbins. This is exactly who this is coming from, and this is the 6 human needs that I don't care what color you are, I don't care what country that you live in, nobody can run away from the 6 human needs. And when you understand what they are, you can start to learn how to master your life, and not only your life, but also be able to seriously impact others as well, right? At an emotional level, spiritual level. So let's go ahead and get into it today. But before we dive in, what is everybody grateful for coming into Wednesday today? 11/2, right? Grateful to be alive, grateful for God, grateful for each and every single one of you, grateful for the leaders, grateful for the dream team, so grateful for the mind, for the body, for the spirit. We had a phenomenal morning routine this morning. We've been on fire. Today is day 96, going strong. So I love the fact that you guys are also taking the step for yourselves as well. So let's go ahead and get into it today for the 6 human needs. And as we go through these, you're going to see how 2 of them play a major role and why so many feel like they're quote unquote stuck. So stay with me today. This is going to be a fire train that you guys are going to be able to not only learn, but go out and then teach. Okay. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it for today. You ready? The 6 human needs, okay? I don't care who you are, where you come from. Everybody has 6 human needs. And if you can learn to master them, you're going to learn to master your life. So let's go ahead and get into it. You ready? The 6 human needs. Number 1 is going to be known as significance, okay? Anybody walking, anybody breathing is looking for significance. This is why when we're talking about recognition, right, they say babies will cry for it and grown adults will die for it, right? So significance. Everybody wants to go ahead and feel significance. This is just a part of life. Nobody can run from it, but I'm telling you, if you understand it, this is a game changer. You ready? So let's keep it going. All right, number 2, This is going to be certainty, okay? Once again, everybody wants certainty in life, right? This is why so many of us every day we're stressed out, we're anxious, because sometimes we don't have certainty, right? We don't know exactly what's going to happen. We don't know exactly when this goal, when this mission, when this vision is going to actually transpire and come to life. Okay, so this is so crucial to understand when it comes to growth, when it comes to really learning yourself, right? The second part of life is going to be known as uncertainty. Okay, so same thing, right? No matter who you are, no matter what country that we visit, everybody walking has to deal with uncertainty. Okay, so I want you guys to really think about how many things are we uncertain about in our life. Same thing, we're uncertain about how the day is going to go. We don't know when exactly our goals are going to happen. We don't know how we're going to go ahead and manifest some of the things that we write down all the time. And this is a big reason why so many are upset, are anxious, are stressed out, because they're living in uncertainty. Okay, so a couple different things. Let me go ahead and touch on two things before we go ahead and go through the 6. So why are 2 of these so important? You ready? Let me go ahead and get up Instagram too, so Instagram is locked in. All right, so let's go through why 2 of these are really important. So certainty, number 1, and the second one is going to be significance. Okay, so I want you to think about why most people are in pain. It's because these are the dominators, right? These are the main dominators when it comes to waking up every day. And when you understand that, watch this, the next one that comes into play is actually called love. Okay, love. Love is actually part of the 6 human needs. Everybody wants to feel love. Okay, nobody likes to truly be alone. Yes, everybody likes to be alone at certain times, but everybody wants to feel a portion of love. Okay, so this is huge, but let me take you a little bit farther. Okay, with a QLQ, because QLQs really start getting you to actually think. So let's start with this. How many people have felt like they've been uncertain all day long, every day, right? You don't know how the goals are going to happen. You don't know how trading is going to work. You don't know how you're going to truly start manifesting. Watch this, okay? Because the people that are uncertain, they're the individuals that say, I don't know, all day long, right? Whenever you ask a question, whenever you ask them about certain things, they're always the one to say, I don't know, because they live in uncertainty. So what if I were to ask this question? Who do you become when uncertainty isn't an issue? Who do I become when I'm able to actually grow through uncertainty, right? This is big. Who do I become when I'm actually the person that's able to actually go out and do what it is that I say? So as I was going through this training this morning, listening to Sean, it made me think about it, because I don't care how many people have gone through life wondering what is the problem. The problem, when you really start looking at it, comes down to our 6 human needs. Whether you want to feel significance, whether we want to feel certain, whether we're stuck in uncertainty, right? So watch as we go a little bit farther, okay? If I were to give you guys a couple different things to think about. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Okay. I want to go ahead and play this part of the video from Tony Robbins so you can see what happens when you actually have both of these together, because you're going to see why this makes so much sense. Pay attention.
Even though they're opposite needs, yes or no?
Certainty and uncertainty at the same time.
Is it possible to meet your need for certainty and uncertainty simultaneously? Even though they're opposite needs, yes or no? I'll give you an example. Who here has ever rented a movie that you've already seen? Let me see a show of hands. Get a life. Now, I've done it too. Why would we rent a movie we've already seen? We'd rent it, why? Because we've seen it before, so we're certain it's good, and we're hoping it's been so long we forgot enough that it'll be variety when we watch it again. Who knows what I'm talking about here? Say I. So you can meet both needs, but if you meet 3 needs, you will become addicted to that behavior. Whether it's a good behavior or bad behavior, it doesn't matter. It'll be a positive addiction or a negative addiction.
Okay, so you guys can see, even just when we put 3 of these needs together, it becomes an addiction, right? So what if we were able to put 3 of these needs to go ahead and actually create an addiction that's going to allow us to grow? Because if you start looking at entrepreneurship, you see there's also things that we can start putting in perspective to really start to understand this. So let's just take those 3: certainty, uncertainty, and significance, okay? Certainty. I'm 1,000% certain that no matter what it is, if we choose to do something, if we choose to beat at our craft every single day, I am certain that in a matter of 90 days, in a matter of 6 months, in a matter of a year from now, we're going to be completely different people. The mindset that we have, the actions that we take, the habitual habits and rituals that we've been able to obtain are going to be completely different. This is something that I'm certain that I know, right? We're going to grow. Uncertainty. This is a part of entrepreneurship that I also know as well, right? Anytime that we're investing, anytime that we're going out and trading, guess what? Trading involves risk. Investing involves risk. Risk involves potential loss. So this is something that's uncertain. But you know what the riskiest thing in life is? Here's the truth. The riskiest thing in life is not taking a risk at all. One of the riskiest things in life is not being able to invest in ourselves. So uncertainty is something that none of us can run away from. But why are successful people running at certain types of uncertainty? Because this is where the bigger rewards are, right? The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Well, this is a part of being able to step out into the unknown. Okay, so uncertainty is absolutely going to be a part of the journey when we're here growing. And significance. Okay, significance. You know how you start becoming significant? When you're able to pour into yourself, when you're able to actually go ahead and take time, because when we get into number 4, love and significance, now you're going to see how it really makes the connection. Okay, so significance, right? It's got to be about you. Nothing wrong with that, but if you really want to seriously grow, it takes being able to fill up our cup to then what? Go ahead and pour into other people's. And that leads into number 4, which is going to be love. Connection and love. Okay, we can't grow without being able to have some type of contribution, not only to ourselves, but to be able to take it to a next level also for others as well. So when we check all of these boxes, now you can start to see why some leaders are so great, because they've been able to adopt all 6 of these needs and show others how to actually go through it adversely as well. Okay, so think about it like this, and Sean broke this down earlier today as well. He said, think about, the price, whatever industry that we're in, think about the price that we have. And what he talked about was, when you look at the price, somebody that has a cheap price has cheap products. Let's say that again. Somebody that has a cheap price, most of the time, they have cheap products. So if you look at the industry that we're in, if you look at the value that we have, think about it. We paid $200 to get access to Millionaire Mentorship from multiple different segments. In fact, some of the biggest industries combined in the world, we have that access for $200. I've had to pay thousands to really learn the skill set of trading. But if you look at other people, when you look at the price, most of the time that's true. A low price ends up equaling little value. You see, the opposite is here. We have the opportunity to go ahead and take advantage of all of these skill sets for literally $7 a day for 30 days. That's $210. So when you understand that, things start to really open up. Okay. So, Neno was talking about it today, how to go ahead and build relationships with the 6 E's. I love that because it's so true. No business exists without human interaction. And this requires the ability to be able to connect and also the ability to be able to communicate correctly. Okay. This is huge. So it doesn't matter how many times we're told that we're not good enough. The question right now in this moment is, are you ready to go ahead and create the life that you want? Are you ready to go ahead and draw the line in the sand to go ahead and say, you know what, today's the day I'm ready to go ahead and be a person of love. Today's the day I'm ready to go ahead and step into the certainty that I'm certain I know what I bring to the table. I'm certain I know the value that I have. I'm certain that I have a voice, I have a story, and I know that other people can relate to what it is that I'm going through, right? Are you ready to step into the uncertainty? Today is different than yesterday. I don't know if you guys know that. You might have the same type of rituals, but today is a whole different day than yesterday. You could walk out today, God forbid, I'm not going to say anything, but you already know you could pop your tire. Something could happen different than yesterday. And the truth of the matter is, uncertainty is a part of life to go ahead and be able to embrace. Okay? Significance. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody wants to have significance. But what happens today if we can make somebody else feel significant? When you go ahead and you look at somebody in the eyes and you pronounce their name when you go ahead and meet them, right? At a grocery store and give them a smile, believe it or not, that energy carries more than you'll ever know, because that goes right back to love and connection. Okay? So, and the last thing I want you guys to think about, when it comes to all of these, think about the last time, and Sean even broke this down this morning and I love it. Think about the last time that other people were on a winning team. Think about that. When was the last time that you think anybody that you're going to go ahead and walk by today on social media was on a winning team? Not many people have that. Most people are living the same life they lived last year. And guess what? They don't have a plan. They don't have a blueprint. They don't have a vision. You know why many people end up being in the 95%? It's real simple. This answer is actually real simple. They allow their problems to become bigger than the vision. Woo! Love that. They allow the problems to become bigger than the vision. So if you can catch this, this is where the magic happens. So family, these are the different human needs. These are the main ones to really go ahead and start assessing, to really start figuring out how to go ahead and master yourself, and also go ahead and be able to master others' relationships, mindset, be able to help them spiritually, emotionally at a whole different level, because we're able to now go ahead and tie all of these in together and make it make sense. So family, that is my training for you guys today. If you got any value, go ahead and drop some sevens down below. This is a month to remember. This is a month to go ahead and dive in to all of these different skill sets to go ahead and take advantage before this new year comes to an end. So family, with that being said, remember, you can be, do, and have anything you can hold in your mind. You can hold it right here in your hand. Let's go out and have an amazing day. I love you, family. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. Make it happen.